Who I am does not matter. What matters is, what are you trying to prove, Mr. Joel?
It's a Buylisting challenge! It's a Buylisting challenge!
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I'm sick of you winning. You win too much, and so I think it's time for that to change.
Is this the clunky setup for a challenge style video?
You said it, not me. But if you think that a challenge needs to come about of this, well then I will meet you on whatever type of battlefield you decide. But I do think it would be good to, you know, see who can take the same list of cards and sell those cards and get more money.
What are we playing for?
All of the pride and glory in the universe.
Legally distinct. The challenge is on.
You're gonna regret this.
You take the weekend. You try your best. I'll see you in a few days.
I would take the weekend, all right. The weekend would be all I needed to gain ultimate power and never ever possibly lose another Commander game ever. I just needed to kiss the bridge.
When selling your Magic the Gathering collection, you might consider the convenience of Card Conduit versus the hands-on approach of selling at conventions. With Jake, he's probably thinking of taking his binder to a big convention, hoping for instant cash and higher prices through negotiation. While this can be exciting, it also requires time, effort, and the uncertainty of finding interested buyers. I want to take the lazier approach that doesn't require any excitement at all. Just a normal, boring day with nothing weird happening whatsoever, as opposed to Jake's high-effort walking around and talking to people approach. Online Buylisting offers a quick and hassle-free way to sell your cards, and you also don't have to speak to a human. Jake and I are both approaching this challenge doing the same thing two different ways. Buylisting. Buylisting is a process where you sell your Magic the Gathering cards directly to retailers or vendors who are actively looking to buy specific cards. These vendors maintain a buy list, which is essentially a catalog of cards they're interested in purchasing, along with the prices they're willing to pay for each. Unlike selling directly to other players where you might get higher prices and more equal value, Buylisting offers quick liquidity at a cost. The prices are usually lower than market value, around 70 to 80%, because vendors need to leave room for their own profit margin. It's a trade-off. You get fast cash or store credit with minimal effort, but you accept a lower return compared to other selling methods. Jake's Buylisting approach of selling directly to vendors at an event might have legs, but my approach is not going to require me to use mine.
I had made plans to travel to an event local to me, so my plan was to head to a convention in San Francisco.
My very own vampire bodyguard. Thomas parked across 3 spaces in the tiny, otherwise unoccupied lot of an internet.
It was like 5 hours away, local. Typically, traveling to an event is going to set you back too far to make margin on selling cards. But if you have something happening locally, you can take advantage of multiple vendors all being in the same place.
Imagine if they didn't put all these trees here.
And that's my plan to beat Joel. Buy list by Buylisting at a show so that I can hopefully negotiate and shop around easily. All of this will happen over the travel footage from this video, where there is silence. It doesn't have to line up on your side. I have plenty of safety shots. Say more if you want. To maximize the return when Buylisting cards, players can employ several different strategies. You can compare multiple online vendors, manually checking the buy list prices from multiple websites. While more time-consuming, this can ensure the most accurate and up-to-date pricing. You could even use Card Conduit, which is what I'm sure Joel is planning to use and what I've used before in the past. But I want to use a technique he's not going to consider. Negotiate at conventions. Conventions have multiple vendors in one place. Visit each vendor's booth to compare their buy list prices. Face-to-face interaction can provide opportunities to negotiate better prices, especially if you have high-end cards or large collections. Vendors may offer better prices if you sell all your cards together or multiple collections at once. Don't hesitate to bundle it all together and see if they can offer you a deal. That will ensure my victory over Joel once and for all, but it also achieves my secret mission, the bridge. As a young man, I found documents in my father's underground catacomb system. He was a spy for many years, so many years, and he never talked about himself much. He never ever talked about himself ever. The fact that I knew he was a spy came from years of studying, like Indiana Jones and the crypts in the night, with rats and water. The documents spoke of the bridge, the power it held, The documents spoke of the bridge, the power it held, civilizations long past. I have a sneaking suspicion that ultimate power can be mine if I can simply plant my lips on the red steel of that civil structure. Then I will be in charge of the whole planet, and the world even. Possibly the atmosphere.
While Card Conduit does allow you to just slap all your random cards together unsorted and send them in, the sorted service is a smarter choice if you really want to get the most out of your collection. The service asks you to do a bit of preparation before sending your cards. After starting your shipment with Card Conduit, you'll use their tools to identify the cards in your collection that have significant value when buylisting. The sorted service is specifically designed for those who want more money back by doing a little prep work and sending only cards that are worth more than 50 cents. Once you've identified the valuable cards, you just need to sort them according to Card Conduit's instructions. That step's crucial because it allows Card Conduit to process your shipment more efficiently, and in return, they offer that lower fee, just 2% of the total assessed value. By taking the time to separate and sort your own cards, you're helping streamline their processes, which means faster turnaround, better returns, more money. After sorting them, you simply pack the selected cards securely, ship them to Card Conduit, and they handle everything from there, including paying for the best shipping rates among their partners. Jake's strategy of heading to a convention obviously has a lot of validity as well, especially if you want to throw trading in and walk away with some cool cards you need in addition to cash. While I continue my totally normal, nothing strange happening day, check out this conversation with Jake and Mitch, a card purchaser he spoke to at Command Fest San Francisco put on by Laughing Dragon. Mitch frequents events like these and buys a lot of Magic cards. We learned a few crucial insights about maximizing returns when selling Magic the Gathering cards at shows.
If you're looking to sell cards a lot of the time, so there's some advantages and disadvantages to going on a Friday. If you're looking for your best use of your time, Friday is probably the best day. You're not gonna have to wait in the line as much. There's not gonna be as many people. The vendors are gonna be fresh there. They're gonna have all their cash with them. Saturday and Sunday, way more populated, way more people who are looking to sell their cards. Maybe upside, again, very, very hard on the maybe, is Saturday and Sunday, maybe you come and the vendors haven't bought anything that weekend. So they're looking to buy, they're looking to buy a little bit more, and they might be a little bit more aggressive in their pricing. Cards like this worth $2-3. So for the most part, some people, we might buy this for 25, 50 cents at most. I'm gonna have to pass on it just because things like this, we can't really put in our case. Most of our case is $4 or $5 and up. Yep. We can't put in our case, and it's hard work to go through all this and process it, and then again, take it to the next show. We're paying for things to be shipped back to our locations, or taking them with us on extra luggage, extra baggage. If I was at the LGS, I would be more than happy to buy these. But because the fact that we have to pay to send all this sort of stuff back home with us, it just really doesn't make it worth it for you or for us to give you, an offer on this sort of thing.
That's right.
Certain cards, we can pay a lot more on, such as, if you're selling me foil uncommons from Invasion,
yes,
I can't pay well on that.
Yeah.
It is very hard to sell. Cards are priced as they, how quickly we can move them, and how much we can actually get out of them.
Right.
So stuff like, if you're selling me duels, I can do really good on
high liquidity.
Yeah, high liquidity. People are always wanting them. Yeah. We can offer, it's still a high value card, so we still make a good profit on it, even if we're offering a high amount.
Yep.
All in all, I was offered $380, and so my total for how much I made that weekend was $380, minus all of the expenses, like traveling there and getting a hotel and everything else it costs. Buying cheap hot dogs every day.
Once your package arrives at Card Conduit's facility, their team of professionals begin the in-depth process of evaluating your collection. Using their expertise and access to various Buylist partners, they carefully inspect, grade, and assess the value of each card. With the sorted service, they focus on maximizing the value of each card, leveraging the best available prices from trusted vendors like Star City Games, Card Kingdom, and others.
After all my cards have been evaluated, Card Conduit is going to give me a comprehensive report detailing the exact value of my entire collection. The report's fully transparent, so you know exactly what you're going to get. Once you've reviewed the report, the last step is getting your money. Depending on the size of your collection, it should be really, really quick. You'll get it all minus the fees that Card Conduit takes for doing everything for you, so that you can just relax. Oh, that might be my report. I've got my phone on me. I could call the police.
In the distance, the hazy, foggy distance, I could see the bridge just beyond the trees. I knew that my Uber driver probably sees the bridge all the time, doesn't care so much about the bridge. Oh, we're in the woods. Yes. I knew when I got there it was going to be a mistake that I didn't bring my jacket, because I noticed a woman wearing a parka, and I was like, damn, what was the point of bringing the jacket if I wasn't going to wear it? The trees. I'd found myself in the middle of a wooded area. Where was the bridge? Maybe beyond the grass? I was just walking through the woods, wondering, why didn't I bring a goddamned jacket? What was the point of packing the jacket if I wasn't going to bring it to the most cold part of the trip on the adventure? The thing about a jacket, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. The worst case scenario if I bring a jacket is I'm carrying it around. Where's the bridge? Why? Why didn't I wear a jacket? I swear it must have been like 40 degrees up there. One of the biggest, dumbest mistakes I've ever made. I remember thinking, it's good you wore a tank top under your shirt, Jake, because you ended up at least being a tiny bit warmer. Where is the bridge? I knew I needed to get to the bridge. That way I could kiss it. And then finally get the hell out of here and get in a warm vehicle. The only thing more unsettling than not having my jacket was the graffiti. And the looming thought that maybe there were some youths with spray paint there to vandalize. Oh, there it is. The bridge. Just beyond the graffiti bunker. I do a zoom in. I was close, but no cigar yet. I just remember seeing a boat, wondering, is that boat gonna fall over? Ah! I need to get to the bridge. Years of studying my father's catacombs were all coming to me in a moment. This is probably me complaining about not having a jacket. Extremely, extremely chilly. Yeah, I could see. I see what I said there. Oh yeah, that's right. And I also had to pee. That's true. I got up there. It was chilly. And I had been day drinking. Not trolling. This was one of the most recommended spots to see the bridge from this particular angle. So I snuck back into the graffiti bunker because I really had to pee. I ended up waiting for people to go away. And I did. I knew I wouldn't be able to get to the bridge. It just wasn't going to happen. What did all of it mean? Ooh, a cool turtle. I would have been able to kiss the bridge to ensure my future victories for all the EDH games to come. But I just didn't have a jacket.
Hey, what's up, man? How was San Francisco?
Hey. Oh, San Francisco was great. I made sure to get a hair growing potion before I came back. That way my hair looked exactly the same before I left, because I only like to have different hair while I'm in a different city. Then when I come back home, I like for my hair to be the way it was.
Yeah, I put the same thing back on because I haven't been able to change, man. I was putting my cards in the mailbox and I got kidnapped. I got taken from my home, and I was in the trunk of a car, and I was getting I was getting like interrogated in a garage at some point. I literally just got home, man. It was kind of nuts.
And how much did you get for the cards from the challenge that we set up before I left for San Francisco, before I was leaving to get a haircut?
Yeah, I mean, here, look at my receipt. Yeah, so I haven't like gotten the money or anything. I just got home from the station. I had to answer some questions, and I'm kind of shaken right now, man. I'm not sure.
Oh my God. Honestly, this is terrible.
I know.
Just terrible news. This is like the worst news. I have lost. And I made less than you. This has been a awful weekend.
It has.
For me as a competitor. I cannot stand losing to you. I am the worst loser that exists.
What if
I'm the worst of the losers.
What if I hit you with one of these?
I take it the worst.
What if I hit you with one of these?
What is that?
I just dabbed on you, bitch.
I can't believe you just did that to me. That's like a tea bag for the freaking abdomen and face and arms.
I've always referred to dabbing as the teabagging of the face and arms.
An abdomen.